to this middle practice.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds.
And a turn, bro.
Big gain there for the Bills.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Steps away.
Oh, my God,
man. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside
God,
the 15-yard line.
I'm reading that bull crap, bro.
A big gain there for
Man, how the
the
frick
Bills.
he's just going to run past all of us, bro?
Has the
Like, we just
potential
not
to
right
strike
here.
quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball,
They keep
you've got to
doing
go
something
band
now.
of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw.
Let go. Well, I'm about to say that's an
And that is
incomplete.
incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's
Locking
second
that crap
down.
up.
After the incomplete pass here
Got
now
more in the
is
4x4
second
right
and
now.
10. Allen to throw once more.
Give me that.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker.
Get them up. Come on.
And the Seahawks
Turnover.
are
Let's
gonna
get it,
take
baby.
possession here
In
at
here.
their own
Hold.
16-yard
Come on, play the
line.
theme song. Go ahead and get the
Not
theme
only is
song
that an
going.
interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking
it's so
points
hard.
no matter what.
We
At
reading
worst,
that
you're
bull
thinking
crap,
kicking
bro.
a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points
They
on
ain't
that
throwing
drive?
it through no
This
freaking
could
middle.
cost them.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the interception, here's Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. There's Wilson to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll try to run forward with Penny. And he gets this one
they block
just
it, we
shy
rock
of
it,
the
baby. Let's
40.
go.
They'll mark him down at the 39. Well,
Move
after an
so
interception,
hard,
last thing
Liz.
you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. If you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
They go play action now. Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf.
Dot him up. Go ahead, dot him up. He make it easy for me. Go ahead, make it easy for me.
DK Metcalf.
You know, nobody better than me. And not of him tall, the coldest story ever told.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Not get off. We've been through.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Off tonight, in the night, him told the coldest story ever told.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time.
I already know where he's
Through
going.
the interception
I know where he's
in the
going.
red zone.
I'm right here.
Costly.
I know where he's going. I know where he's
Bad enough
going.
to throw it
I know where he's
anywhere,
going.
but that
I know where he's
drive's
going.
insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got
I already know what you're going. I'm reading that jump. I know where you're going. You got one play, my boy. You play like Ja, bro. You got one play. Once I see, I'm reading that jump.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen on the move to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left side.
Out of bounds.
And this one is incomplete.
Out of bounds, baby. Come on.
He wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe when we're some safer routes
after
the interception he had that ended their last
4x4, my boy. We got that too. I see.
To a fourth down. And they're going
trying to bamboozle me, bro.
Go for it
Bro, trying to bamboozle me.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
He can throw that. He can throw that. Ooh.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he makes it all the way.
I like you, Bobby. Get up. Come on. Tell the little boy get up. There'll be no whistle.
Play on 4th down. And again, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
He had that flat. He should have
there. And it's 2nd down.
That flat would have been perfect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half,
that's holding, bro. He's holding like a mug over there, bro.
To get the running game going back inside. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the pass in front of them and stop the line.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Bobby on a mission tonight. He on a mission. Put him in the hospital. Put him on a hoodie, good buddy.
Nice design,
but
well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Being chased out left. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Wilson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Blanketed. I'm getting hit.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson. As time expires in the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead on the final play of the half.
Good tuck rush.
And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome
Why you got it on 6 minutes? What's in 5 minutes?
3.
Oh, well. I'll run the floor.
With the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 59 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll be
just pass it across you doing over there.
And that'll fall incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this quarter?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Allen now on first down. Finding Knox there, complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's vitally important to